The Paralympic Games are relatively new compared to the Olympics, but the event has evolved dramatically from its beginnings. Every 4 years, the International Paralympic Committee (IPC) has included more athletes with a broader array of disabilities and from a more significant number of countries playing more sports. The idea of competitions for disabled athletes didn't spread widely until World War II, when it became a way to assist injured veterans and civilians. Ludwig Guttmann, a doctor who ran a spinal injury center in Great Britain, spearheaded the movement. He believed that participating in athletics would be a form of mental and physical rehabilitation. In 1948, on the same day as the opening ceremonies for the Olympic Games in London, Guttmann organized the first contest for impaired athletes, which he named the International Wheelchair Games. The Games became an annual event, each year expanding to more athletes. Javelin throwing was soon added to the lineup. The name changed to the Stoke Mandeville Games after the hospital where Guttmann worked, and in 1952, the Netherlands sent a team making the competition international. In 1960, the Stoke Mandeville Games officially became the Paralympic Games. That year, more than 400 athletes with disabilities from 23 countries gathered at the Olympic Stadium in Rome following the conclusion of the Summer Olympics. They competed in archery, basketball, swimming, fencing, javelin, shot put, club throwing, swimming, table tennis, pentathlon, and even snooker. Since then, the Paralympics have been held immediately after the Olympics in the same host city. The name Paralympics reflects the game's apparel in nature. It comes from the Greek preposition para, which means beside. Questions. What does IPC stand for? Answer. The International Paralympic Committee. Where did the idea of tournaments for athletes with disabilities come from? Answer. World War II, when it became a way to assist injured veterans and civilians. Who led the way to spread the idea of Paralympics? Ludwig Guttmann, a doctor who ran a spinal injury center in Great Britain, spearheaded the movement. Are the statements below true or false? International Wheelchair Games was organized in London in 1948 by a doctor. This statement is true. Stoke Mandeville Games was held every 4 years. False. Official Paralympic Games started in 1948. False. The first official Paralympic game was hosted in Rome. This statement is true. What do the words below mean? A veteran. A. Animals doctor. B. Disabled. Or C. A former member of an army. The correct answer is C. A former member of an army. An impaired athlete. A. An athlete with disabilities. B. An experienced athlete. Or C. A former athlete. The correct answer is A. An athlete with disabilities. A lineup. A. A list. B. A competition. Or C. A stadium. A lineup means A. A list.